Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Shalom Aleichem. Yes. We are about to start. The whole world has been waiting. We're a bit late, but notwithstanding, we move forward. We have been lecturing domestically, but now we have to begin the international YouTube for international consumption. So we are going to pray to the ear of the priest, the creator of heaven and earth, for empowerment. We are going to pray to him in Hebrew, because we the Hebrews are Hebrews. The word Hebrew is Hebrew, plural Hebrew, Hebrews. We are going to thank the Most High. Barak ataya meleklam asher karashio binizwato nizwanu tateba zizet. Tang kabara binu sheba shmayi. Yata para shmayi ber karasa. Eyi kima seke etikale nani eyi suti yake shina. Ize hayomchilisha bahati yo asher atama tanuli mwa. Yo kadoshi yo berito na. Yo ot. Tankabot. Tankabot sefete. Lameti lamara mika. Kazerano bashenkosa shmayi wedas. Bashenka ya shadano. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Ishe hesitate. We have spoken to the creator of heaven and earth in the only official language of heaven, the language of Adamatu, the language of Shien, the language of Hanok, the language of Noah, also known as Hebrew language or Igbo language. Shalom Aleichem. The earliest language in Africa. The language of Adamatu, the earliest world language before the confusion of the language in the event of Genesis chapter 11, event of Tower of Babel. So you lend me your ear, you listen while we lecture. This is All Truth House of Yah. This is the international YouTube lecture. The whole world benefits. It doesn't matter your class. Once you listen to our lecture, international lecture, you must learn extensively, because we are comprehensive, we are detailed, we are meticulous in our international lecture. And once we are lecturing and you are listening, you will discover you are still in Ketarata, because our lecture is laden with evidences and facts. Shalom Aleichem. The topic still remains the laws, the commandments, the precepts, the ordinances, the statutes and judgments of the Most High endures forever. They are good, they are just, they are righteous, they are given in righteousness for your own salvation. And before I move further, I still want to remind mankind, whether you think you are a theist, whether you think you are a monotheist, whether you think you don't believe anything at all, I'm putting it to you that somebody created you. The Spirit created you and created this very planet here, created the entire universe. So your ideology that you just germinated like a plant is erroneous. You were created, and I'm putting it to you that you were created. It doesn't matter how parochial you understand it is, or how myopic you understand it is. You were created by our Creator. And the creator of this very heaven and earth, you see, the earth and the entire universe, including all the cosmic forces, including those people that think they are powers in the zodiac signs, all the cosmic forces, they were created, they are creatures, including yourself as a human. And the creator of this very heaven and earth, you see, has a manual. He has a manual left on this very earth. You are not just created and abandoned. There are manuals that takes care of this very earth planet. That is why we believers, we believe so much in Tanakh. In Tanakh, we give you a comprehensive understanding of this very earth planet and a part of the universe. For you to know, the entire universe are creatures. The evidence therein are creatures. You as a human, you are a creature. Myself, I'm a creature. And we must recognize the creator of everything. And his commandments, his ordinances, his precepts, his judgments, and all his laws are tenancy agreement between our creator and we, the creature, especially human beings. The Tanakh is an agreement, a perpetual covenant between man and his creator. I have been lecturing on this very topic. I'm putting it to you that you must understand it in that way for it to be easier to you, because you don't have power over yourself. And all those spirits in your life were also created. Apart from the spirit creator of everything. And you must understand it in that way. There is a principal spirit that created everything. Principal spirit creator spirit that created other spirits, including yourself as a human. Some of you are running away from the Tanakh. When I say Tanakh, I mean the Tanakh Torah, the Tanakh Naviim, and the Tanakh Ketuvim, which is the laws, the prophetic words of the prophets, and the writings, the Ketuvim, the Hebrew Ketuvim. Some of you don't want to bend down to read. You only go ahead to read history of the world. Secular history. Some of the history are fabrications. Some of them are real. You must believe that you were created for it to be easier for you to understand certain things. How can you begin to learn about, begin to perambulate, begin to jump from pillar to post, street to close, like monkey, without bending down to understand certain ethics of this very plan? You don't want to start from the status quo to have a proper knowledge of certain things. You only come up. To read books you see, but the books that will give you life, they will tell you, don't listen to the book, don't listen to the scripture, don't listen to the Torah. It's a Jewish custom. You should have read everything. Why I surpass many of you is that I read everything to discern, to differentiate between clean clean and unclean to differentiate between holy and profane. To separate knowledge from know-how. You can't be reading literature, reading whatever you think you are reading without going to the principal books that will give you knowledge. Then you compare, you contrast. How we do is that when we read, look, I have read a lot of books. When you are talking about the Hindu, I have a book of Hindu here, Krishna consciousness you have here, the Quran of different, many Qurans here. Then the Tanakh, Hebrew scriptures, Holy Scripture, Book of Covenant of different kinds are here. The Shinto. So many customs of this very world, ancient history of the world and world history of empires. Then when I look at compare and contrast, you don't just answer happy because you see people answer. You have to read extensively, acquire knowledge of so many things, including the custom of your people. When I say custom of my people, I mean Hebrew custom and values. Because the majority of people, the Africans, are Hebrew. Circumcised on the 8th day. So it doesn't require somebody that calls himself a white man to come here and teach us. Because after all, a lot of things they taught us here are lies. The Bible they brought here contains over 70% translation errors. So you must understand that your Creator has his manual. He didn't leave you alone here. He didn't leave you. The Creator is not far. He's not far from you. Your Maker is near you. Someone tell you that the Creator is in the 20th heaven. He's in the 40th heaven. He is there. Wherever you think he is, but he is also with you. What the Hebrew call ruach is spirit and also praise him. The Creator is also there. The Creator of heaven is not far from you. He's closer to you, ready to answer you when you are calling him reasonably, not calling him to come and back you up for your evil, for your lawlessness. Now, so we are going back to our main topic for the day. The topic is about the laws, the commandments, the statutes, the precepts, the ordinances of the Most High. In Hebrew, they are called the Torah, the Ziot, Kukei, Fikudei, the Shephat, the Gita, etc. In Hebrew. The deceivers, the deceivers in Christianity told you that the Old Testament is obsolete. They told you that you should not listen to the Old Testament laws of the Creator, that they are writing of Moses, that they are the laws of Moses. No, listen. Moses never wrote any law. If at all there is any law, Moses wrote that. The Creator of heaven and earth told him to write. The Creator of heaven and earth told him to write. That is why in so many places he said, and the Most High told Moshe and Aaron that thus shall you say to the children of Israel for mankind. Like in the book of Malachi 4:4. He said, remember the law of my servant Moshe, which I gave him for all mankind. Remember the law of my servant Moshe, which I, the Most High, gave him for all Israel or mankind. When you go to the book of Joshua 1, the book of Yahshua, there is no letter J in it. The first letter J was invented in 1524 AD. So in the book of Yahshua 1, verse 6 to 8. He said, remember the law of Moshe. You shall meditate on it day and night. You shall not add or subtract. You shall meditate on it day and night. The law of Moses. It didn't say law of your uncle. It didn't say law of your land. He said the law of my Moses, my servant. The law I gave him. You should meditate on it every day and night. Don't hesitate. meditating on it every day and night. The law of my servant Moshe. There is no other law. Any other law you legislate that is against the law, any of the laws of the Creator, even through Moshe, that is your own personal rubbish. Any of the laws you legislate in your own town, your community, or your county, and any of the laws is against any of the laws of the Creator, you are your own. Now follow me. You are your own. They told you it is the law of Moses. The law of my servant Moshe, which I gave you for mankind. There is no other law. Any other law we are not saying you should not enact your own law or legislate. But once you legislate any nonsense, that is against any of the laws of the Creator, you are your own. And that is your own trouble on your head. When the Hebrews will not care. And whatever you trouble you raise will be on your head. Every law must be in alliance with the law of the Creator. Because that is the law of the land. The Creator is the owner of every land. And the first law of the land is the Creator's law. In Igbo land it's called the Swat. Omenala. The Omenala. Yurala. The other thing you are talking about it on your own. The Creator's law is the first law. And every other law emanated from them before they corrupted. And you must base your understanding on the Creator's law. You must base your understanding on the Creator's law. Otherwise, you miss the step. The problem Christians have is they miss the step. They started their study in the Christian Bible, a corrupt book that contains over 70% is translation. Christian Bible, corrupt book, a corruption of the Tanakh. Christian Bible, the corruption of the Tanakh. It was corrupted in the 2nd century. That is when the Christian Bible originated. When the Romans, first of all, concocted, fabricated, when they canonized the first Christian Bible, they canonized the book, the Bible, from the beginning. The Phoenician Greek word, the beginning. Idol paper from idol town, Phoenician. Paper, the beginning. Otherwise, the writings of the Tanakh was not the beginning. It was called Berit Sefer. Holy Book of Covenant of the Messiah. Book of Covenant, Sefer Berit. Book of Covenant. The new covenant it is written very well. It's called Book of Covenant. Book of Covenant, Sefer Berit. Not Bible. Bible is from the beginning. In 2nd century. And that was the exact time of formation of the Catholic Christianity by the Roman government. And by 4th century, everything was Lutheranized. The same religion was Lutheranized till today. No destruction. Let's go ahead. That is not our topic for today. We are just telling you the foundation of the Bible and the Christianity. The foundation of the Christian Bible and Christianity. 2nd century, that is when they originated. And I have already told you, we don't talk rubbish. We have written a book which have been in circulation all over the world. Errors of the Christian Bible, over 70% translation errors in the Christian Bibles. Corrected. Why we are greater than every other human being on this very planet is that you can never see any better book, any book of this very kind in the entire Amazon. This occurs singly, globally. That the Christian Bible contains over 70% translation errors. And the errors, about 90% of the errors in the Christian Bible have been corrected. This is where we supersede others. That is the work of the Holy Spirit of the Most High. 70% translation errors in the Christian Bible corrected. This book has corrected it. It has been in circulation many years. This book is all over the world. And this is book of the nation. The only calendar of the creator of heaven and earth. The moon's period. The moon's period. The only calendar of the creator. Every other calendar is secular calendar. Roman calendar is secular calendar. Sunday to Saturday is solar calendar. January to December is solar calendar. And not lunar. Not moon. This book was written 25 years ago. We wrote this book 25 years ago. We are not kidding. We are not kidding. The topic is, we are going to bring the laws of the Creator of the Old Testament. The laws of the Creator of the Old Testament is the documentary of African custom and values. Igbo custom and values. Ancient Igbo custom and values is the law of the Creator in the Old Testament. That is why when the slave traders, slave masters came here, they told them to set aside the laws of the Creator and they see Jesus. Imaginary name that occurred, that emanated and ended in Europe. They told you to do away with the law, that you should forget about the law of the Creator, only to embrace Jesus. Imaginary name for corruption in Europe. There is no letter J in Hebrew. There had never been letter J and will never be letter J in Hebrew. The first letter J came in print, or called in short, came into existence in 1524 AD. Before 1524, who was Jesus? Who was Jehovah? Who was John? Who was Jonathan? Itiwari compound illiterates. Compound illiterates. The first letter J was invented in 1524 AD. Before that time, who was called John? What was the name of John? What was the name of Jonathan? What was the name of Joseph? What's the name of Johnson? What was the name of Jude? What was the name of James? It's a horrible. Compound illiterates. You came here to teach us the name of the Creator. They told you the law of the Creator is an Old Testament. So you should believe in the New Testament and they believe Jesus. They didn't teach you of Yahshua. They didn't teach you of Paraya. They didn't teach you of Jesus. And you believe and become stupid. With brain burnt to ashes. We are going to have our today's lecture from Exodus chapter 22. Let us go to Exodus chapter 22 to know whether there is any law of the Creator that is against you and contrary to you. They told you, hey, the handwriting of ordinances that was against and contrary to you was the law of the Creator. To remove your face from the law of the Creator for easy decision, for easy death, for easy destruction. Because once you set your eyes outside the law of the Creator, then you are consumed. Our forefathers lived long. They were in good terms with the Creator because they were law-abiding citizens. So, majority of the laws in the Tanakh, in the Old Testament, were being observed. Except some of them that were deceived in worshipping some objects. They already knew that stealing was evil. They used to circumcise on the 8th day. They had been observing the moon in their using the moon in their calendar observance. They had been distancing from menstrual women. They had been against displacement or even giving gentle displacement to boundaries. The other things were taboo. We have studied all these things and discovered that our forefathers, our ancestors, were very law-abiding citizens. No wonder many of them, before they died, they will gather their song and say they want to go back to their ancestors. As we can see them in the days of Abraham, in the days of Noah, in the days of Canaan, and all our ancient patterns. It was churching that brought abomination in this very African land. Churching that brought abomination. And this abomination is now destroying West. America is now on fire, including UK. Because they set aside the laws of the Creator in order to promote several laws. What is happening today? Lawlessness is consuming America today. Lawlessness is consuming America today. America is becoming Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah. They have fallen victim of Sodomic Gomorrah circumstances. Sodomic Gomorrah circumstances. Because they want to keep their secular law and set aside the laws of the Creator. It's never done in that way. There is no empire that set aside the law of the Creator, then and survive. Neither shall any survive. So we're going to Exodus chapter 22 to know whether there is any of the laws of the Creator that is against man. But I'm putting it to you that every law of the Creator was given in righteousness, was given at the integrity of the heart of the Master, was given in love for man's benefit. So we are going to read them like we read last week. We went through all the laws and discovered that the laws were for man's benefit. They were laws of justice and equity. They were laws of protection of human life and property. Laws of the Creator, every law of the Creator is a law of justice and equity. Every law of the Creator is a law of protection of human life and property. And the majority of the countries base their laws on the ancient law of the Creator. The penalty code, all of them are still functional today. All the penalty code of the laws of the Tanakh Torah, they are functional in all judiciary of the Israeli planet. So let's go to watch the writings of Exodus chapter 22 for us to know whether there is any injudicious law, whether there is any law of injustice inside it. Then that will now tell you that greater part of love of the Most High is the law of justice He has given to mankind, which church has set aside to win the world. Let's go ahead. Exodus chapter 22 from 1. Let me read by myself. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep, and kill it, or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox, and 4 sheep for a sheep. This is law of justice. And all courts of competent jurisdiction apply this law. Law of restitution is applicable to every court of this very planet. Every judiciary, every court of competent jurisdiction of this very planet, they have their penalty code. This is the penal code given to Israel by the Creator of heaven and earth. But these agents of darkness, messengers of darkness, called church leaders, they now tell you that it is a handwriting of ordinances that was against and contrary to them. How is this very law against and contrary to them? This is a penalty code. It's applicable to courts in your own area. Every court. If somebody is caught stealing a sheep, he shall pay 4 sheep. If somebody is caught stealing sheep, he may be removed to somebody's sheep pen with a salt. It may be, I learned that those people that steal sheep used to use salt. When they put it at the mouth of the sheep, while the sheep is licking the salt, they will pat it at the back and go away with it. In those days, while the sheep will be enjoying the salt, or maybe with the sugar. That's how they used to see in those days. If the man is caught having stolen one sheep, that he has to pay 4 sheep. 4 for stealing 1 sheep. This is penalty code. You are idiotic brain. It does not even require amendment of Israel. You are not. You have nothing to say. This is a law and not that of the Creator heaven. This I don't know how may you pick some Christian brains are. How animalistic their brains are. This is another given by the maker of heaven and earth. What have you to add or subtract? You have nothing. Definitely nothing. You have nothing to offer in this very matter. This is a penalty code and not that of the Creator of heaven and earth. You are not born, no, definitely not. You are nobody to number with this very law. Nobody. So far as this is an order of the Creator of heaven and earth, you are nobody. You are degree notwithstanding. This is an order of the Creator. Okay. Order of your court in your own county. Order of your own court in your local government. Order of your court in your own state. Order of your court in your own county. Do you do anything about it? Are you insane? Do you think you have anything to offer? Either to add or to subtract in this very matter? Definitely not. You are before the Creator. You are born in justice as duty right. So far this matter is concerned, you are nobody. And as the Creator has given this order, so shall it be for you. It's a penalty code. It is a lot of ordinances that was contrary and contrary to you. Which one is contrary to you? So when you go and steal somebody's sheep, so they should leave you so that you go with the sheep. You are stupid. Very stupid to the core. So they should leave you so that you steal somebody's sheep and go scot-free. So that you will be a good Christian. Yeah, Jesus tell you to go free, go with the sheep. Anyway, that is your stupidity with your church. If it is oxen, which is bull, you have to pay 5 bulls. If this is a penalty code given to the judiciary of Israel, this is penalty code given to the judiciary of Israel. Penalty code. These people will not pay you. This is penalty code for use by Israeli judiciary. You have nothing to offer here, either to add or to subtract. When you steal 1 ox and you are caught, you pay 5 oxen. If it is 1 sheep you stole, I know you will steal it and run to your pastor. Your pastor will hide it in person. I know what a Christian pastor can do. About 95% of them, if not 99.5%. If not 99.5% of the pastors, when you steal sheep or oxen and run to them, once you give them 1 sheep, they will go and hide you inside a vessel. So that when police come, they will say, oh, this man has never come here to cry. He has never come here since the days of Adam. When you want to learn how to manufacture lies, consult church leaders and the native doctors. Ose Shaker, lie manufacturer. Ose Shaker, lie manufacturers. Ose Shaker. Church leaders, they know how to manufacture lies. You pick lie manufacturers and disposers. That is another. That is why when they down with messed up with Uriah, wife, Bathsheba, When he messed up with Bathsheba, then Nathan was sent to him. You know what transpired? You know? And when Zachariah, they call Zacchaeus, wanted to make a restitution, he said he will restitute 4 times. That is how it is. When you steal 1 sheep, you pay 4. If it is oxen, you pay 5. That is all. Exodus chapter 22, verse 1. It is a law that endures forever. If you like, go and drink 700 blood of Jesus. If you like, go and call your Jesus' name 70 times. Once you steal, you must make restitution. Even if you are inside the bedroom of your Jesus, the angels will come and ask you out of that place until you make the restitution. Because Yeshua the Messiah is not author of confusion. Father Yah is not author of confusion. They are not Christians. They are not Christians as to become fools. They are wisdom themselves. They define them Yah is wisdom. They define them Yeshua is wisdom. They are not abiding. They are the law themselves. They are the law. Even Yeshua was the spirit of giving law. The spirit of workforce, of creativities, of all things. 2, I read you. So you now see that the first law is not against you. It's for your good. If somebody steals your property, you will pay 4 times, you will pay 5 times. If you go and steal somebody's property, you will restitute it 4 times or 5 times, depending on what you steal. It is a judicious law. This is the type of law Christians hate because they want to remain thieves. They want to remain armed robbers. That's why they hate this law. So that when they go and steal, they will not restitute. But when somebody steals their own, they will force the police to force that person to restitute. That is why they tell you this law is against and contrary to them. There is no proper, good-headed human being. There is no human being governed by the Holy Spirit that will hate this law. That's why they tell you Jesus has come, there is no more law. That the handwriting of ordinances was against and contrary to them. You see the law that is contrary to them. Band of robbers. Once this law is against you, you are a criminal. Once this very law is against you, you are a thief. You will know. Oji. Benin na Oji. You are Oji. Oji. Once this law is against you, you are a criminal. Doesn't matter whether you are living in White House. You are a criminal. If you like Deep Buckingham Palace, you are a criminal. Once this law is against you, that shows you are a criminal. Even if you are living inside Buckingham Palace, once this law is against you, you are a criminal. You will know you are a criminal. This is the Old Testament law that is against. Why can't this law be against you? Because you are a thief. 2. If a thief be found, bring it in, and is smitten that he died, there shall no blood be shed for him. A thief bring it in the night, and is smitten, and he died. His blood will be on his own head. That is what the penalty code says. This is the penalty code. You have nothing to amend here. If you want to amend, go and amend in your house. Mend your foolish brain. Mend your useless churches. Mend your useless families that lack the law of the Creator. Don't amend any law of the Creator. The law of the Creator is given in perfection. If you choose to be a robber, a thief, and you went to steal in the night, and you are killed, your blood will be on your head. That's what the penalty code says. It's non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. 3. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be bloodshed for him, for he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his debt. It said if the day has broken, it is daytime, where you can see the face of the thief. And you should shout people around him. But Bible, please. The type of thief we have today is no longer those the thieves upon which this very thing was written on. When this very law was written, thieves used to carry club. But today they carry AK-47, carry squad missile. If they see cement missile, they can carry that night. So that even if police is coming, they can level the police. So I think in the daytime, even the people pursuing the thief should be very careful. I'm not condemning the law, because it's a law of the creator. I'm not condemning it. But I'm only giving warning that when you are going after a thief of this very digital age, you should be digitally prepared. That is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you should allow thieves to reign or to have power over people. No. What I'm saying is that when the day break, don't just be looking at how you catch the thief with the bare hand. If the thief has a sophisticated weapon, make sure there is also a sophisticated weapon. Otherwise, it can waste you while you are looking on how to catch it. So that is what I'm just contributing. I'm not against what I've been reading. What I'm saying is that from the writing of this, since it was those days when thieves used to carry cane and club to look for who they will break heads. But today they carry assault rifle. Why pursue them? Carry assault rifle also. Super assault rifle. If they carry squad missile, try to carry semi missile from Russia. So they are bomb for bomb, cement for cement, squad for squad. That's my advice. So, if the thief is certainly found, the theft is certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ash, sheep, he shall restore them. You see, the same thing. He said, if it is found, you must make restitution. It's when you restitute that he will no longer do another day. When you succeed and you catch him and set him free, after he has sold it, he might go to the church and use it to sow seed to pastor. Because the pastors are there because of seed sowing. And when there is no seed sowing, there will be no pastoration. No pastoring, no church. So when you catch him, you must restitute. Pay back. Down. That's what the scripture says here. So this is why the church people hate this very Old Testament. The Old Testament says you must return what you stole. And they don't want it. Well, the pastors that preach prosperity, they will only like when you steal, you come and give them. They will cover you. But when you steal their property, they will send you Holy Ghost fire. You see how foolish these people are. How will get them? When their members steal, they will pray. Use Holy Ghost fire to cover them and the blood of Jesus to cover their member. And cover the sheep, cover the goat, cover the oxen with the blood of Jesus. And close the eyes of the person they have stolen those things from. But when you eventually go and steal their own, they will send Holy Ghost fire to catch you, to burn you, to burn your family. The same pastor. Bad opinions. The Lord of the Most High will be carried out. When the thief is caught, he must retreat and punish severely according to his iniquity. This is the law that is against them because they are thieves. Anybody that this law is against is a robber. It's a thief. It's a criminal. Also, the Baba in Jesus I can't Jesus out of my own way. They will drag you out with that your account and you pay what you stole. You pay what you stole. Don't be stupid. With your stupid God that hide criminals. European God called Jesus that hide criminals in their domain. That is why when people want to prostitute, they call Jesus. When people want to go and steal, they call Jesus. After today, they call Jesus. If that name is a good name, will they not be afraid to use it while they are going to steal and prostitute? Why don't they call divine name? Why don't they call Yeshua? So that they will face their consequences. Consequences of the action. Nonsense. So, 5. If a man shall cause a field or a vineyard to be eaten, and shall let his beast loose, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution. If a man shall leave his cow, listen very well. If a man shall leave his cow to go and graze in another man's cornfield, if a man shall leave his cow, listen very well. This place is Exodus chapter 22, verse 5. If a man shall leave his cow to go and graze in a cornfield, then after grazing, then the cow rearer is caught. The cow rearer must, the people that catch him will make sure the cow rearer's farm. He directed to his own cornfield. Then that cornfield that the Nama grace belong to the Nama owner. The cornfield that belongs to the Nama owner belongs to the man that owns that cornfield. That is what the Creator says. So otherwise, if Nama consume your corn in your farm, then what shall be done is that they will evaluate the cornfield. If 2 Namas is to be sold, then 2 Namas will be sold to pay for the field. That cornfield. That's what the Creator said. That is the only thing that will stop nonsense grazing on another man's field. Then all this nonsense happening today by the Fulani because people are promoting nonsense in the land. The Creator said, if Nama consume your farm, then if they are caught, if it is 5 Nama that will be sold to pay for that field, then the farm will be evaluated. Then the 5 Nama should be sold to pay. Once that is done, nobody will carry Nama to another man's field. That is what the Bible is saying, the Scripture is saying. If Nigeria will apply this law, nobody will carry Nama to any man's field of corn. Even in the upper side, he said if somebody stole somebody's property and they sold it and consumed the money, and there is nobody to come and tell the man that the man should be sold and pay for the property, the remaining money should be given to Omonaya, given to his own people. That is what this place is saying. If somebody take Nama to go and eat up somebody's corn or vegetable, then the government should go and evaluate that farm. If it is 3 Nama that will be sold to pay for that farm, the government should sell 3 Namas, 3 Shano, and pay for the field. If it is paid 2 or 3 times, nobody will take nama to any man's farm or field. That is why sometimes I say Nigeria is promoting evil. They know this law is in existence. They're supposed to apply this law so that there will be equity and justice. If they apply this law, people that have the animals will no longer let them loose to consume people's. Okay, this is affecting the whole nation. Middle belt now are no longer producing tomato, producing their okra, and so many people they have run away. They were pursued by people that are moving with the Nama here and there. Nama has taken over their field. Even in this evil land, you don't have right to carry your goods. You don't have right to carry your goods to anybody's farm to consume all the items planted there, to consume all the crops, to consume all the produce of the land there. It is bad. Yet the government does not care about other things. Government is only caring about the money they are getting before they will go down, before their tenure will terminate. They are not after the welfare of the people. Otherwise, all these are common laws that are supposed to be applied. Although some of them are there in the government law, but they are not applied because they are afraid of their colonial masters. Those people that get an appointment from the north, those people from the north that get the appointment, they will not allow justice to reign. They will not allow justice to reign. But this law should be applicable all over the world. How can animal go to people's farm to consume? In the Western world, it is not done in that way. But this part of the world where the colonial masters are still applying neocolonialism. Neocolonialism is still at work in this very land. That is why things are getting negative. Things are going negative. That is why they still dictate leadership for us. They dictate who will be president. And he that become president will help to destroy the nation according to the will of the Western world. If fire break out and they catch in the thorns, so that the stack of corn or the standing corn or the field be consumed therewith, he that killeth, they will go and evaluate that cornfield. That maize field should be evaluated. And when it is estimated and evaluated, the person that sets the farm on fire must have his own farm field, cornfield, examined by the judges. Then the farm that is burnt by fire will become his own. That his own farm that fire did not consume belongs to the man whose farm was consumed. The Creator said when that is done, people will become careful not to set fire anyhow. Nobody will like to set fire on his own farm that he spent money and energy and time and human resources to set up the farm. People are reckless on another man's property. If they are own, they are very careful. I've never seen anybody that set his own cornfield on fire, but they will set another person's cornfield on fire and run away. That is wicked. So when you set the cornfield on fire, that one that is burnt belongs to you. Your own belongs to the man whose farm is burnt. That is justice. This is the law the Christians hate. The law of Old Testament that Jesus does not permit to function. Very wicked generation. This is the law of handwriting of ordinances that was contrary and against them. Don't put anybody's comfort. If you burn it, your own will be used in restituting for it. That is the law of the Creator. It's a law of equity and justice. It is a judicious law that is not against any man, but to maintain equity to maintain judicious acts, to make justice of motion, to make sure justice is of motion. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and the thief is stolen out of a man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay it off. Somebody gave you something to keep for him, and somebody went and stole that thing, whether money or foodstuff. If that thief is caught, the thief will make restitution. It doesn't matter whether he is a pastor or pope, he must restitute. That's what the law of the Creator says. Even if he is a pope, he must restitute. Even if he is a reverend or evangelist, he must make restitution. That's the law of the Creator. Then if thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judge to see whether he had put his hand unto his neighbor's goods. He said if the thief was not found, maybe he has stolen and gone to their church to use part of the stolen money to do those things and pretend they were stolen. When diligent inquisition is made, maybe if it is discovered that he did not steal it, let's go for it. For all manner of trespasses, whether it be for ox, or for ass, or for sheep, or for rabbit, or for any manner of lost things, which another proves to be lost is, because both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor. So they will come to the judges. The judges will make diligent inquisition to know whether the person intentionally hid all those things and claimed they were stolen. When diligent inquisition is made, because there will be a stage where it will reach, they will be meant to take oath in the name of the Most High. So if it is discovered that the person defrauded his neighbor, they will pay down. He's a thief. But if it happens that somebody stole it, the judges will tell them what to do. That's the order of the Most High, the Creator of heaven and earth. That is how justice is obtained. Because if somebody comes to somebody's house and steals something, the person that gets something for somebody did not do that. So the judges will know what to do. They will really understand that it was stolen. If he's to pay part of it, he will. Because the owner will not lose completely. But if it was a defrauding act, so maybe the thing will be divided into two. You will pay her, then the owner will pay her. That is it. That's the order of the grave. Then pay. If a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass, or an ox, or a sheep, or any beast to keep, and they die, be hurt, or driven away, no man sinned. Then shall an oath of Yahweh be between them both, that he had not put his hand unto the neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. Somebody gave you something to eat, and maybe it's an animal that dies. Diligent inquisition will be made, then to know whether you kill the animal maliciously, or whether it dies of its nature naturally, or whether you use it for plowing, then eventually the animal dies. Then, if that matter is not determined, then the judges will now make diligent inquisition. Then, if they are not able to determine it, they can take an oath, question them, take the matter oath, the truth will surface. That's how they are done. If the oath is taken in the name of the Most High, not in the name of your local deity, not in the name of your shrine, but the divine name of the Maker of heaven and earth, by the judges of the Most High, not criminal church leaders, not criminal church leaders. But the judges or the Most High, those people that are practicing the laws of the Creator, the law teachers who have fear of the Most High in them, the people that fear the laws of the land, those people that know the laws of ancient African land, those people that practice the laws of the Creator of heaven and earth, which is the laws of the ancient land of Africa, the ancient land of the world, because the law of the Creator had existed in the world before any nation enacted or legislated their own law. That ancient law is the law upon which the oath is taken. And they are taken in the name of the Most High. The oath is taken in the name of the Most High. The law of the Tanakh is the law of the Creator. That is called Umena in Africa and Igbo land. The laws of the land, not state law. I'm not against state law. I'm only against state law that is against the law of the Creator of heaven and earth. The law that is against the natural law, the ethical law. Any law that against the law of the land, the natural law of the Creator, the law of the Tanakh. Any law that against it is a bad law. And it must not survive. Because human can never be greater than the Creator. Human can never be greater than the Creator. The law of man can never supersede that of the Creator's law. That ethical law. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make a restitution unto the owner thereof. If it was stolen from him, and is confirmed as out of his recklessness, he has to restitute. But if he discovered that it was stolen, he will not make it good, and he will not pay anything. But then, if it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for the witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn. Somebody gave you an animal, and it may be another animal came and tore it into pieces, tear it into pieces. Then, when the pieces of the animal is seen, and what is torn by animal will be shown. What is cut by a knife is shown. So when you bring it, the judges will look into the matter and redress everything. 14. If a man borrow oath his neighbor, and he be hurt or die, and the owner thereof be not with it, he shall surely make it good. You borrow animal from somebody, maybe you went away with it, maybe it's a resin ash, maybe it's a plowing ox, and they die in your hand, you have to pay the owner, because it is at war. You have to pay the owner of it. Maybe you overused the ox, maybe you muzzled it so that you will not eat him grain, and he died. So you have to make restitution. 15. But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If he be an hired him to came for his hire. If the person was there, maybe he hired the ox for plowing, then the owner of it was there and he died. No restitution. Because that animal came for hire. Had it been that he did not die, then the owner has taken the money. Even if he died, then he still has to be paid the amount for hire. This is justice by the Creator. The same is applicable in vehicles or whatever thing that is hired. And if a man entices a maid that is not betrothed, lie with her, and he shall surely endure her to his wife. You saw a lady again, you deceive her, and knew her. You must marry her. That's what the other says. You deceive a girl that knows nothing. I'm not talking about the prostitute. The prostitute can even deceive you, no matter how gigantic you are. A man that knows nothing, you deceive her, tell her you are the son of Dangote, that you give her 400 million. That even if you pregnant her, you will marry her. After knowing her, you run away. Say you must marry her. Whether you be son of Dangote or son of that Lazarus of the Bible that had nothing but had only the early disease, you must marry her. You must marry her. That is what the scripture says. Don't tell her that you are people and her other people do not marry. Since you were able to be virgin her, you must marry her. That's what the other educator says. Hey, I love you past my mama. Hey, I love you past my eye. Hey, I love you past my leg. You must marry her. Yeah, sure. If her father utterly refused to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry wages. If the father says, no, this is a very man. This first star who marry my daughter, you must pay the bride price. You must pay the bride price to me. But this very writing is contradictory. I think it is said when, or is it a man's wife? When somebody divorces somebody. Okay. He said, it's not issue of giving. He said, you must marry her. No need to give him. To forgive him. The other one said, another man's wife. Two of them shall die. But this one said, once you divorce her, you must marry her. Whether she has epilepsy, you must marry her together with the epilepsy. This one is good though. This one is good. Whether the woman has AIDS, again. But some will say they are virgin, but they are not virgin. But assuming it is a virgin, say you must marry her. You must marry her. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. You shall not allow a witch to live. Who is a witch? Number one witch is a church leader. Number one witch is a church leader. So if they are to be killed, no church leader should be there. Because they are red lights. A witch. Who is a witch? He can set aside the law of the creator to do as he wishes. It's a witch. And all church leaders are witches and wizards. When they are dead and female. According to the one I know. Let's go ahead. Exodus 22 verse 18. Do not allow witches and wizards to live. So, stone the church leader, including those ones from UK, from America, Europe. Those people that bring church to us, they are all witches and wizards. Stone them. When you stone them in Europe, then you come to Africa to stone the remaining one. There will be peace. That is it. Then you go down to America and stone the remaining one. There will be peace in the world. That is where witches and wizards started. Then after that, you come to Isemoke. All those money water children that feed everywhere. You stone them. They are witches and wizards. Okay. Whoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death. Those girls, because of money, they will bring them Oyibo dog. They will sleep with them to get money. They said, if you see any of them, bring them. Let us stone them to death. Because spiritually, they will still suffer spiritual death. No sin goes unpunished. Any man that sleeps with animal, I hear in America, sleeping with animal has been legalized by 4 states. Those states supposed to be stoned to death. Pick those people in the states that legalize sleeping with animal. No wonder, it's my pet. This is dog of my pet. Dog will be moving around woman waist. I said, what is this? Do you think this dog and this woman do not sleep? Why is it that the dog is sniffing around the woman's private? Or any state that legalize a beast with a human to sleep, stone the state. They are no longer human. They want to draw this war, the war of animals. That is why sometimes I tell you that many people will die and reincarnate animals. Because while they are alive, they were practicing animalism. 20. He that sacrifices unto any, save fire only, he shall utterly be destroyed. Who will remain? That whosoever gives a sacrifice to any creature, not fire, that the sacrifices to demons. No, all Christians are gone. They are gone. None of them is left. If they are to be stoned, they are gone. They sacrifice to demons. Demons also repeat them. Because they are not sacrificing to fire. Because once you have set aside the laws of the Creator, you sacrifice to demons. Once you don't believe in the laws of the Creator, like the Christians do, you belong to demons. You worship demons. All your sacrifices is to demons. Until you come back to fear the Creator, to know the law of the Creator, to know Unsua, to know the laws of the land, to know the ancient African custom and values, based on the laws of the Creator of heaven and earth. They are the only people that will remain. Outside that, this law, well, Nigeria is a democratic nation. America is a democratic nation. If the law of the Creator is to be carried out, no Christian will remain. All of them will be stoned to death. Because all the sacrifices of those people that do not believe the law of the Creator, they sacrifice it to Satan. Thou shalt neither vex a stranger, nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Don't vex a stranger. Don't maltreat a stranger that comes to your community. Don't maltreat them. Respect your fellow human being, whether he is native or is a stranger. If he is a stranger, you come to a land, respect the law of the land that is good. Any good law of the land, respect it. Respect the natives. Don't try to vex the natives. The people you come to their land, they are your fellow human beings. Respect them. Let them also respect you. Unfortunately, some natives do not respect the strangers. Those strangers are their slaves. So they can talk to them, use them anyhow. Destroy their properties anyhow because they are strangers. It is very bad. It is very bad in the open. Natives, it is very bad for you to vex strangers. Strangers, it is very bad to vex your landlords. Respect your landlords. Let the landlord respect strangers, because one day you become a stranger in another man's land. 22. You shall not afflict any widow, or fatherless child. Don't afflict any widow. Don't afflict any fathers. Don't afflict any orphan. Please, treat them as people that need your support. Treat fatherless, treat widows as people that need your assistance, as people that need your help. Don't maltreat them, so that the anger of the Most High will not fall upon you. I don't know whether this law is the law that is against Christians. I don't know whether this law is the law that is against any human being. You don't know tomorrow. Maybe you are living with your family. You don't know how tomorrow will be. Maybe you are enjoying with your husband. You don't know how tomorrow will be. Maybe your children are living with you. You don't know how tomorrow will be. Tomorrow is pregnant. Ancient email. When you do something, remember tomorrow. Tomorrow is pregnant. Tomorrow is pregnant. Don't take things for granted. If you are a native, respect yourself. One day you become a stranger in another man's land. If you are a stranger, respect your landlord. Because one day a landlord may become a stranger in another person's land. No wonder I would say, if you get power, don't use it anyhow. If you get the money, no use it anyhow. If you get the power, no use it anyhow. All the days are not equal. Make you take time. Somebody sang it. The book say, if you get power, take time. If you get money, take your time. Tomorrow is pregnant. All days are not equal. Don't pride yourself about. Tomorrow is pregnant. There is nothing you have that is abiding. If your life is not abiding, there is nothing that you have that is not given to you. Whatever you think you have was given to you by our parents. It can be taken to you from you at any time. It can be taken away from you at any time. There is nothing in your body that was not given to you. And there is none of them that cannot be taken away from you at any time by the giver. So there is nothing you can be proud of. You can only be proud of knowing the great. That is why you can have a sustenance of anything you have. But as for you to say you have this, you have that, even in materialism, they can fly away at any time from you. There is nothing we have that is abiding. Everything we have, even in our body, were given to us, and are bound to be taken away from us. So be very careful. Be very careful. Don't play a God. Don't make yourself a God. Don't make yourself, what do I mean? What I mean is that don't make yourself a creator. I know somewhere the creator said you are gods. That's why I say don't make yourself in place of a creator. You may be a God. There's some way to say you are gods. As you are Elohim, in Hebrew you are Elohim. You are mighty ones. But the word God does not represent the creator divinely. So it's a common noun and not proper noun. So, let's go ahead. If thou afflict them in any wise, they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. If you afflict a widow or orphan and they cry to our Maker, the Creator can make your children fathers. They can make your children orphans. They can make your wife widows. So that is why we must be very careful whatever we do here on earth. And this is an order of a million of Yaakov. This order has gone out. You have no amendment over it. Neither you are shouting in the church whether can it make it change. No. This is an order of a million of Yaakov. 24, verse 24. And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will give you with thee thy sword, with the sword, and your wife shall be widows, and your children shall be fathers. If you offend the widows, take them for granted, the fatherless, instead of helping them, you maltreat them. The Creator says that He can kill you, leave your children fathers, leave your wife as widow. That is the order of the maker of heaven and earth. If this is the law of the Creator that is against and contrary to you, go and tamper with this law. You will see with your own naked eyes. The wrath of the Most High will fall upon you. And all this wrath that is pronounced here will be meted upon you. You will know you are a creature and not a creator. Verse 25 for the Southern. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as usual, neither shalt thou lay upon him usual. To lend money to any of the people of the Most High, you shall lend them, don't add interest. Don't add interest. And when it's done with the money, you shall return it. You being lent money, don't be a Nigerian. You being lent money, don't be a Nigerian. When somebody lends you money, you become a fraudster. Because you are a widow. Because you are an alpha. Because you are fatherless. You become a gambler. Don't do that. Return favor for them. Return grace for this. Somebody lend money to you. Without interest. When you get the money, you pay back. So that next time he will lend you more. When he has a good thing again, he will introduce you onto it. Don't be like a Nigerian. Frustration has made people to become fraudsters. When you hurt people, they will dupe you. Don't dupe anybody, offer. Widow don't dupe anybody. Widow don't play harlotry. Sanctify your brother. Verse 26. If thou at all take thy neighbor's remnant to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him before the sun sets. Go ahead, before the sun goeth down. Please. If somebody borrows something from you and you take a pledge and he gives you a collateral and that person gives you collateral, please, if that person is unable to pay before sunset, return that collateral to him so that the Creator will bless you. Especially if it is pregnant, that is winter jacket. Like this time is cold period in this very part of the planet. This very part of the planet in Africa, this is rainy season. The weather is too cold. If you take somebody's garment, winter jacket, or sweater for a pledge or a collateral, please, if that person is unable to bring it back before sunset, please return it to him. When he gets it, let him bring it to you. Don't seize it. Don't seize it, so that gold will not be him. After all, the protection the Creator is giving you, not because of you giving him anything. The rain he makes to fall to your farm is not because we paid him. There are some people that claim to make the rain to fall. But in the dry season, they do not cause rain to fall. For living into their own farm. All those things are fraud. 27. For that is his covering only. It is his remnant for his skin. Wherefore, wherein shall he sleep, and it shall come to pass, when he cry unto me, then I will hear him. I am gracious. The Most High is gracious. Say when he is called by the person you seize his weather, you seize his winter jacket. Because the cold is too much in the night, especially in the middle of the night. If he or she cries aloud and the Creator hears him, then he will visit you that sees his jacket. 28. Thou shalt not revile the judges, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Don't insult the ruler of the people. Don't revile them. You can correct them. I'm not saying you should not say what they are doing, but there is something you do that will become insult. You can tell somebody, you can tell the leader the thing that is happening in his domain. Because there is how you talk to him becomes insult. Or maybe you are somewhere saying this or that was not truth. So be very careful about leadership. Don't say anything that is not truth. Don't revive. I'm not saying you should not give others advice to leader. You should give. Because it's not, a leader has no right to maltreat the people he's ruling. Then we expect everybody to be silent. No. But they should be addressed in a manner that is due. Then 20. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first fruit of thy ripe fruits of thy labor. Firstborn of thy sons shalt thou give unto the Most High. Yes, there is still first fruit. Don't mind all the idiots ranting in the social media. There must be first fruit to the house of the Most High, not criminal churches. To where the name of the Most High is supposed to be. Where the law of the Creator is preached. Where the law of the Creator is preached is where you bring your first fruit. Where the laws of the Most High is preached, not church. Church is European social club. That is where you bring your fruit, offerings and first fruit. Where the law of the Creator is taught. It doesn't matter the country. It doesn't matter the place. It doesn't matter who is on top. Once he's preaching the law of the Creator undiluted, that is where you offer your first fruit. Simple. Including your tithes. Including your tithes. First fruit. I'm reading it as a law. We don't do church matter. We don't do useless social media. I'm a law teacher and I'm reading out the law. No idiot has any mouth. You don't even have mouth to say anything concerning this very law because it's the law of the Creator of heaven. I'm reading it. If you think you can challenge this law, just let us see. If you think any of the things I'm reading here you can challenge it, try it. This is the law of the Creator I'm reading out. I'm not even to fight. The law itself will fight against you and bench you and set you aside. Push you aside, God. You are not God. So you must offer your offering and first fruit to where the law of the Creator is taught by a teaching priest, as we are doing. But likewise shalt thou do with thy oxen, with thy sheep. The other one includes labor. We said includes labor. The dirty man said, the first fruit of thy wine, your alcoholic wine, which is vine wine, and everything, your means of livelihood. Because some compound idiots, they will only tell you that that is for produce. The Israelites just came back, they started with agriculture. Whatever you do as your means of livelihood is where you do your tithing and first fruit. Any of your means of livelihood. If you don't understand it, take it as the demon tells you, because you belong to the demon. The one I'm telling you is here is how it is. Whatever you do is your means of livelihood. That is from there you can worship the Creator. You can offer him what is ordered to be offered. So you cannot stupidly to go and look for where you will plant corn to offer the Creator what you should be offered as first fruit or whatever. That is foolishness. Whatever you do is your field. Whatever you do as your means of livelihood is your field of endeavor. It's from there you have to worship the Creator, you have to do your friends. Simple. Don't forget your brain. When it comes to money, some people's brain become animalistic. And listen. When it comes to money, their brain will turn upside down and back. They no longer listen like humanity. We are teaching the law. Whatever you do as your means of livelihood, that is your fear, that is your farm. If you're a footballer, football field is your farm. You don't need to abandon football to go and start to look for where you will plant a 2 corns. What type of foolishness is that? When it comes to money, some people brain will turn upside down. Should we leave reality to face animal brain on how to turn it to the right channel? We have gone beyond that Rubicon. If you wish your brain to go animalistic because of money is involved, go animalistic. It's a very simple explanation. Some will come to social media to rant like idiots when it involves money. But in their own field, they are busy making money. When you come to other people's field, they begin to talk animalistically, talking rubbish like idiots. If you don't want to do the will of the Most High financially, you go your own. Nobody has time to turn your animal brain to human. Since you can understand the other areas when it comes to money, your brain becomes static and reason. Turn upside. Be very careful. So must so stingy that when it comes to money, they become idiotic. Nobody said that. We are teaching the law as they should be. If you want to do the will of the Creator, do everything, including money. All these offerings goes to the house of the Most High. It doesn't belong to anybody. But those working for the Most High should get from their work in the house of the Most High. So you can't corrugate your brain because of money. And those people that do not even get the money. Those people that corrugate their money or brain, when it comes to money, they do not even have the money. They do not. But there is no chance of getting it. So I know a human has to be very hardworking. You have to be very hardworking in your field of endeavor, so that the Creator will bless you through that grace. Shalom Aleichem. 31. And you shall be holy men unto me, neither shall you eat any flesh that is torn or beast in the field. You shall cast it to the dogs. Any animal that dies of his own, throw it away to the dogs. Who are the dogs? Christians. Because they eat dead animals. I say they are not living in Ethiopia, they are living here. They eat dead animals. They eat forbidden foods. All the Muslim animals that die in this very land we have, they are being consumed by Christians. Which means many of them have made themselves dogs. You see, they dead animal throw it to the dogs. Every Thursday and Wednesday in this very land, this very house, the Muslims, the Northerners used to bring down fowls like gold layers and cockerel and broilers. When they come, the dead ones are being rushed. They are being fought for by Christian pastors whose wives manage restaurants. Almost all the fowls they use in cooking in this very area are dead fowls. Which means these are the dogs. These people that cook food around with dead animals are the dogs. Many, in short, 99% of them are Christians. There is no Muslim there. But sometimes some gluttonous Muslims will go and eat in their restaurant. But a true Muslim, a true Hausa Muslim, will never eat any food cooked by all these dogs. You see, I'm reading out from the same Christian Bible. But they tell you Jesus has come. They say, no, Jesus has come. It is an Old Testament. He said, threw dead animals to the dogs. Do you know in this land the people kill pigs here? They kill pigs, they roast it. Roast the pig meat like suya. They eat pig. They eat dog. They eat dead animals. They roast them. They put them in their hotels. They call upon their Jesus name to come and bless dead animals. These people are worse than dogs. So when you cook meat, then fowl. Then when you are eating, you call Jesus to come and to bless the food. You call Jesus' name to come and sanctify the food of a dead animal. Sophia, these people are worse than dogs. Come out of Babylon. Come out of Babylon. You have Bible, you don't follow the Bible instructions. That is called Christianity. You have Bible, you don't follow the Bible narratives. It is called Christianity religion. You have Bible. The Bible contains over 70% translation errors. The pastors do not know. It is called Christian religion. This is worse than degree. Run out of Babylon. Come out of her so that you will not be able to take out of the iniquity. Come out of her. Out of her, don't eat dead animals. Don't eat forbidden food. If you say you must, very soon, doctor will show you how to observe dietary law in the hospital. Shalom Aleichem. If you say there is no dietary law, if you don't know right from Garden of Eden that there had been a dietary law, the first law given to Adam and Haiwa, the first law given to them was dietary law. If you say there is no dietary law, very soon the doctor will teach you how to observe dietary law in the hospital, and you will pay. You will thank him. You will come home and observe dietary law. Shalom Aleichem. Run away for your life. Run away from lawlessness for your own life. Run away from lawlessness. I have said this to many people. It didn't take time. They called me that they are in hospital. They are in coma. And at the end of the day, the doctor told them what to eat and what not to eat. And they pay. They are still observing it till today. There is a dietary law, and you must observe it for your own good. They were given to Adam in righteousness. They are given to you in righteousness. Because the Creator knows the makeup of your body chemistry. He knows the equilibrium state of your body chemistry. That's why I say, eat this, don't eat this. You know the effect of some of these things to your body organs. Eat this, don't eat this, for your own good. Shalom Aleichem. This is all through Charles Sophia. By the grace of the Most High, we are the leading YouTube international lecture in terms of truth of the Most High. We are not going to do so. We are not going to do so. We will continue to lecture you the benefits of the laws of the Creator in your life to save you, for you to know that the law is like the amber light in the dashboard that directs you on what to do to save time, to save life. The law of the Most High is the tenancy agreement between you and your Maker, for you to live in peace with your Creator, for you to live in peace with your fellow tenants in the yard. Shalom Aleichem. This is all through House of Yah. Remember that this is the second week Shabbat of the 4th moon. The fast of Tammuz is on the 17th day. The fast of the 4th moon. It's a slip of tongue. The fast of the 4th moon. The fast of the 4th moon is on the 17th day of the 4th moon. 17th day, which will be on the next Roman Tuesday. That is when the fast will take place. That is immediately the sun set on Monday. The sun set on Monday to have begun. So that fast is on Roman Tuesday, coming Tuesday. That is when it will take place. Remember that this 4th month is the month of Feast of First Fruits. You prepare very well on how to celebrate your first fruits. The one they have done, they call Pentecost, is a demonic feast that does not exist in the Torah. Pentecost is the word. The Pentecost is demonic, he said, because there is no Pentecost in that issue. That very statement did not limit on Pentecostal, which is Kamishim-Ya. Oh yeah. We will explain everything later to you. That feast is coming on the 28th day of this very fourth moon. 28th day. That is what it's about. With learning evidence and witnesses. There is nothing like that. Pentecost is a complete demonic and fake feast. Pentecostal. When that place is talking about 7 Shabbats plus 50 days. 7 Shabbats. After the 7th Shabbat, then you number 50 days. That is the only way can ship, which is Pentecostal concept. After 7th Shabbat, which is about 102. 52 days plus 50, which is 102 days. At the period when the vine ripens, the month of early grapevine harvest, and the month of early wheat harvest. Very simple explanation. It will be explained to you later. On the 28th, that's when it will be celebrated. You will see us in the social media where it will fly everywhere, you will understand. We post even our first early post and the lecture you want. For you to understand. And the whole world worship idol. They worship demon, they worship Satan. The whole world worship Satan. Including those people in the Middle East. Those people doing the beatings of America and UK, they were planted there for political reasons. They have no interest in the truth. Pretending to be worshippers of the prayer. How can you tell us there is anything like Pentecostal? Pentecostal 50 days. So such thing does not exist in any part of the Tanakh. There are mistranslations in the Christian Bible. So it is this very month. On the 17th day, which is Tuesday, is the fast. On 28th day is the very feast. Before that 28th day, you will hear the word in full. The word of the Most High in full. You will receive the lecture in full. They will be circulating in social media. Our past lectures will be brought out from the YouTube and circulated before that very day. So that those ready to worship the Creator will do so. Those people that have been serving the demon can continue to do so. After all, they say their fire will not be empty. To those that believe in hellfire, it will not be empty. If you don't believe, but remember there is a place of torture. Since there is a prison on earth, you should also remember there will be prison somewhere. Sometime, someday. Shalom Aleichem. You are highly blessed from wherever I go. Remember the number to call, remain +234 8032880474. The YouTube channel to subscribe is all through House of Yah, WISEMAN.B.ANYAYAH. The wisest man of this very age, by the grace of the Most High. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Thank God. Hallelujah.